Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Building a Law Firm podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Small, and this is the internet's most passionate show about the business of law firms. What is up, everybody? Hopefully you're having a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. The year is almost over, and I've been doing some big things to get ready for next year, and I'm going to share some of those today. But before we get to that, I wanted to let you know that this episode of the Building a Law Firm podcast is brought to you by The Back Room. Now, you are probably wondering, what exactly is The Back Room? The Back Room is a place I created for unlimited, uncensored law firm intelligence and marketing advice created by law firm owners for law firm owners. The Back Room is a place where secrets are revealed and successful law firm owners are made. But it's more than just a group of successful law firm owners. Backroom members also receive access to The Vault, a comprehensive compilation of step-by-step courses that will show you exactly how I do what I do behind the scenes. Information included in The Vault includes my networking secrets, my Google Ads strategy, my content creation and distribution plan, and much, much more. It's basically a law firm in a box. And with the information I provide, law firm owners have been able to add thousands of dollars of revenue to their bottom line year after year after year. And so have I. These are the same things I use in my firm every single day. But that's not all. I also hold a weekly live training and Q&A in our private Facebook group where I break down exactly what's working for me right now and answer your most pressing questions. In these trainings, I've critiqued websites, gone through my processes and procedures, and helped people work through their most pressing challenges. And because I love my members so much, I also distribute a monthly e-newsletter called The Winner's Review that summarizes my big lessons from the previous month and deep dives on one of my favorite business books. It's basically a state of the firm every month. Finally, and this is something new, it's going to be something new for 2019, I'm including a free office day for any new member every 90 days. What you do is you basically come into town, you sit down, and we'll tear apart your business and build it back up. I only let you do this every 90 days because I guarantee you'll leave the office day with an action plan to crush your next 90 days. Becoming a member is super easy. Just go to buildingalawfirm.com/go to get more information and learn how to join the group. Oh, one last thing. The price is going up January 1. Every week that goes by, it's going to double basically on January 1. Every week that goes by, more and more content is being added to the group. The group is getting more robust. It's getting better. It's growing. For that reason, the value of the group, the value of every new member for them is increasing. And so as the value goes up, the price goes up. Don't miss out. Lock in today's price before it's gone. Now, we've got new lawyers joining us every single day, so don't miss the boat. Go to buildingalawfirm.com/go today. All right. That's my pitch for The Back Room. Hope you join me. It's super fun. And there's a lot of law firm owners in there doing some really, really cool things. But today, what I wanted to talk about was something I did last weekend, actually, on Saturday morning. About 2 a.m. I woke up and got dressed, and I went to the airport. 5 a.m. I hopped on a flight to LA, landed about 7:45, maybe 8 o'clock. Got an Uber, took it to this sort of run-of-the-mill, sort of one-story set of multiple offices, sort of in an office park, and went in there and had my business blown up. This is where my new 2019 office day strategy is coming from. I basically just did my own. I went into this place and met with some guys that I've been sort of working with, collaborating with, and hanging out with online, so that we could sort of break down my business. I could get sort of an outsider's view of what I'm doing. I could get some help, some advice, some support, some feedback on what I'm doing, whether I'm going in a good direction or not. And it was amazing. I spent about the cool thing was, there were supposed to be 2 or 3 other people that were there for the office day, but they didn't show up. So it was just me. And I ended up sort of deep diving into my business for about 5 hours. We talked about things ranging from, who my ideal client is, what their ideal outcome is, what makes my business different from the other businesses out there, what kind of results I've been able to get, and then we also strategized on marketing, on branding, on paid traffic, on collaborating with other people to get new ideas and new information and go faster. And what I really wanted to spend today's episode on was a couple minutes just really, trying to motivate you, trying to do whatever I can to get you to find these opportunities out there and take advantage of them. This is one of the deals where with everything I do, I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. So I'm not just hosting these office days for people. I'm actively always looking for other people out there that can help me in my business. And these are people that are typically level up from where I'm at. So one of the guys that was in the meeting, he owns a bunch of, he doesn't own them anymore. He sold his interest, but he started a company that helps start gyms, basically. And this company is making $40 million a year. Another guy was one of the founders of HostGator, which is a web hosting company. He also does a voice over internet phone company. He's into e-commerce. He does all kinds of stuff. And then the third guy is in charge of biz dev for a huge, what's what I'm looking for? Like food company. He does sales for a food company. And he sells like millions and millions and millions of dollars a year in meat and like all kinds of like seafood and kinds of weird stuff. So it was a diverse group of guys that were sort of there to act as like the board, to sort of bounce ideas off of and fling questions at me. But it also provided a very diverse range of ideas and feedback and criticism in some ways on what I was doing with my business. And what's really great about this is that no matter what, when you leave these kinds of situations, you feel better. You have ideas for how to improve things in the future. You have, some support. These guys all promised to follow up with me and help me in any way that they could, including make some introductions that sort of came out as a part of this discussion. You also, one of the other things that happens is you have a real sort of, there's nowhere to hide when people are asking you questions. So the weaknesses in your business or the lack of action that you've been taking in certain areas becomes evident because they start asking you about this and this and this, and you say, well, I'm not doing that, or I don't know how to answer that question, I haven't thought about it, or we don't have that system in place, or I have no idea, right? And the point isn't to sort of make you feel bad, but to say like, okay, maybe I've been avoiding this for some reason. Either I don't know about it, or it I'm not comfortable with it, or I'm afraid of it for some reason. So maybe I should find some way to sort of get this part going because it's going to aid in the overall development of my business and aid in the overall development of me. So, as we sort of wind up 2018 and get into 2019, I really want to encourage you to consider finding these groups. And if you're going to be doing it with groups of people that are the same as you, that's okay. It's not terrible, but if you can find a group of people that are sort of where you want to be, then that's even better because they're going to bring a mindset, they're going to bring strategies and opportunities that you may not even be able to see, that you may not even know about. Because, one of the things I've been thinking a lot about lately is the idea that, what got you here won't get you there, So for me, this business is doing great. We're going to have basically doubled in size again. But I know that if I want to keep growing this way, if I want to keep doing what I want to do to get to my goals, to reach my goals, I'm probably going to have to do things differently than I have in the past. And that's okay. But if I'm not doing that, hold on, my computer just went dark on me. Okay, if I'm going to keep doing that, I need to grow. I need to look for more opportunities. I need to find my weak spots and fill those holes with things. So those are some of the things I'm going to be doing. If you want the real inside scoop, you should become a member of the Back Room, because this month's newsletter is all about my experience and the lessons that I learned and things like that, as well as sort of my plans for 2019 and my goals and what I'm going to be working on. So I want to encourage you to come and join us. You can go to buildingalawfirm.com/go. Or, you can just listen to this podcast. You're gonna find out over the course of the year exactly what's going on. But, it's gonna happen slower for you. So if you want to take that dive, you want to take that look. Oh, what I also forgot to mention is you get a week for free, right? I'm letting everybody come in to the Back Room for a week and check it out. That means you'll get to go to at least one of the weekly sessions. You'll get to see all the content. You'll get to get into to our group and go look at the archives. You'll be able to do the whole deal. So, whether it's with me or with anybody else, I really, really want to encourage you to sort of get that groupthink involved if you can. Create your own group. Do whatever you got to do, but provide yourself a place where you can safely discuss what's going on with your business, get great feedback, and get to the place that you want to go. All right, that is it. As always, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. This is the Building a Law Firm podcast. I am Christopher Small, and I will talk to you again next week, maybe sooner. See ya.